50 already. 60 already. I hit the rev limiter a bit in first gear then. We're up to 80 in third gear. 100 in third. 100 in fourth. G'day YouTube viewer. G'day bikers. Out to do another highway test on the GB350. Last time I did one, I'd only done a few hundred kilometers on the bike. We're still being run in, but now it's well and truly run in. So I thought we'd do a couple of runs up to 100 kilometers an hour, 60 miles an hour, just to see if it's improved with its top-end performance. So we'll just start with a quick run up to 100 on going onto the main Prince's Highway now. Second gear, third gear, up to 80 kilometers an hour, fourth gear, hitting 90 now, fifth gear, this truck is not moving over for me, so that ruined that. Someone who doesn't like motorcyclists, obviously. So we'll have another go. I know it's pretty sad that I didn't get out in front of that truck. But it is what it is. It's only a small bike. I could have gone a little bit harder on it, but I didn't, and I paid the price. I'm sure there'll be a few comments about that one. Alrighty, so we'll just go over here. Just get off and have another look at the bike. Always good to get a few standing shots. And I know people don't like videos that are the whole video just riding the bike with the view out from the handlebars. It gives me a chance to admire the horses in the background too. Nearly as many ponies there as there is in the GB350, which is not many. No, it's around just under 21 horsepower. Yeah, cool motor, so charming. It's not a powerhouse, it's not meant to be. It's meant for relaxed riding, chugging around on country lanes and things like that, back roads, which is mostly what I do with it. I very rarely get out on the highway because I prefer riding other bikes for doing that. Actually, just have a quick rev again. Love that sound. Still hoping they release a GB500, hoping that'll be unveiled at EICMA. I know the CB1000F they've unveiled now. In parts available in some parts of the world in February. I'm not sure about Australia yet, and I know they've released the price for the UK, which is around £10,500, I think it is. Yep, someone can correct me on that. Alright, let's try another highway run. Hopefully people will be a bit more friendly this time. No one would move over for me last time. Check that's still recording. Yes, okay. Here we go. Okay, coming onto the Prince's Highway. Prince's, not Princess. Okay, I don't have a lane going on this time, so after this black vehicle, the second black vehicle will go then. First gear to 40, second gear to 50 already, up to 60, third gear we're up to 70 already, and 80. Fourth gear, getting up to 90 now. Up to 100, fifth gear. So it's a little bit better than what it was, but not a huge amount. where I noticed with the KLX 230S, it really is loosening up every single ride at the moment. Mind you, I've only done a few hundred Ks, and it is improving, but it's probably not quite as good as this. That's the motor in the W230, which is now available in some parts of Europe, may even be coming to the UK. Not quite as capable as this bike. Again, it's an air-cooled engine, which is great to see. Alrighty, so we'll do just a little run into here, looking out across the vines there. I know they've got some alpacas up here and tastings. It's a beautiful area. Absolutely beautiful area. How good is that? There's some accommodation up there too, tastings over there, and a restaurant there, Salo's restaurant. Oh, looks like they're ready for Halloween. Not sure about that. Maybe, I think it is. Okay. Beautiful. Tesla charging station. With one of the best views in the world for a charging station, I think. Alright, let's do another run up to 100. I'm still recording, yes I am. Indicator on. A few bikes out today. After this white one, I reckon. Second gear up to 50. 60, 70, third gear up to 80, 90, fourth gear now, bit of a headwind, we're up to 100 now, fifth gear, alright, we'll turn off here, go over the overpass and have another little run. So it's only a 5-speed gearbox. Fifth gear is an overdrive, so as you notice there in fourth gear, held that speed really well. At 100, fifth gear drops it up into overdrive. And it goes along pretty well. Everything I've thrown at it today in top gear and fifth gear, it's held 100 kilometers an hour even up a hill. And even with a headwind, not much of a breeze though, so it's only a little bit of a headwind today. We'll do another run on now. Holiday period is over now, so the roads aren't quite so hectic. Okay, we're going to get up to 100 kilometers an hour, 60 miles an hour as quickly as I can this time. So I'm going to rev it a little bit more now it's run in. Not worried about overdoing it with the bike. Go from a standing start, and here we go. 50 already, 60 already. I hit the rev limiter a bit in first gear then. We're up to 80 in third gear, 100 in third, 100 in fourth, which is the gear you would hold if you were doing a lot of hills and strong headwinds. So we're in fourth now, sitting 100 easily. It's got plenty more power, could easily get up to 120 in fourth. Now we drop it into top gear. This is the overdrive, so you do notice a big step down in the revs when you do this. And sitting quite easily, getting away from a Harley rider there, that's great. This GB350 gets more acknowledgement than just about any other bike I ride because it's so classic looking, looks like the Hondas of the early 70s. Everyone seems to be interested and also wants to give you their nod of approval. And then when you stop the bike and people are looking at it at a service station or a cafe or a coffee shop, they all ask how old it is, what year model is, and then they can't believe it when you tell them it's a 2024, in this case a 2024 model, but it's still the current model. So sitting very easily on 100 there, with a light breeze, no problems at all. I could get it up to 120 here if I wanted to, but the Highway Patrol police this road very regularly, so I value my license too much to do that. But we're going up a gentle rise now, 103 kilometers now. So what I would say is the motor has loosened up a little bit more. It's certainly accelerating quickly. I wasn't going to do that when it was under 1,000 kilometers. Now it's well over that, no dramas at all. I did hit the rev limiter when I was in first gear there, doing that takeoff. But for most standard riding, well, you're not going to be accelerating that fast, especially on a bike like this. That's not going to cut in very often. But yeah, I still believe this bike can do around 130 kilometers an hour in perfect conditions. So it's getting up there around the 80 mile per hour, but at 100 it's not revving very hard or very highly in top gear. And even in fourth, if you want to have a bit more power at your disposal, it's still not working overly hard. It's doing it well, but for general riding you could easily tour on this. It's just you will be a bit restricted if you load it up with luggage, and you do get lots of hilly roads and very strong headwinds. But generally speaking, if you're not heavily laden up, it's going to be quite okay. It's going to get you where you need to go. As long as you're not in a big hurry, it's going to do it just fine. So I think it has improved a little bit, not dramatically so. It was pretty good from word go. This motor, running in wasn't arduous at all on this motorcycle, which is a testament to how well Japanese bikes are built. This one put together in Japan. Like any bike, I don't know where all the components come from. I know they make the Highness in India, but this is assembled in Japan, this GB350R, and the same with the GB350S. And I have to say, the build quality is absolutely brilliant. For what you pay for this bike, the build quality and the finish, fit and finish, is exceptional. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already but would like to be alerted to future videos I post, please consider subscribing. Very grateful for anyone who does. My voice keeps breaking today. And if you have friends into motorcycling, certainly tell them about the channel or share links. It's only a small channel, but it's all about riding as much as I can and sharing some of that and talking about the bikes. So I hope you have a great day, and until next time, happy motorcycling. It was a Royal Enfield Gorilla 450. The white and blue one, which reminds me a bit of the old RD350s, or RD400, I think was that colour, from the 70s. Great looking bike in both cases.